Okay, so today we are looking at who your future spouse is. So we're going to see whatever the universe wants to tell us about them. Okay, so we have pile 1, pile 2, it's a treasure chest, and pile 3. Okay, so go ahead and make your choice. You can pause the video if you need to, if you need extra time. Okay, and we will get started with group 1. Hi, group 1. Okay, let's see. I am going to shuffle the who, what, where cards and pull a few. So that was just to show you that we are going to pull those. Okay, let's see what we have. Oops, I pulled that from the bottom, so we'll go like that. Okay. I don't know if it really matters too much, but I'm a stickler for pulling them from the top, not the bottom, and sometimes I accidentally do. Okay. So those are, okay. Let's take a look. Oh, okay. Okay, so first of all, I feel like your person was at one point in the spotlight. I'm not quite sure why. I don't feel like they still are though, okay? So I feel like at some point, which is pretty typical, most people, you know, get their 15 minutes of fame. It might last a little longer than 15 minutes, but fame isn't normally a lifetime kind of thing, right? And okay, so that does make sense because I'm kind of feeling like they might have been in sports, which is pretty typical, right? So you'll be pretty well known while you're playing that sport or whatever team you're on, but usually you don't play sports for too long. You know, there are a lot of injuries. Yeah, I'm feeling like it's sports. Now, I feel like this because, do you see this arena? And it looks like there's a bunch of people, like there's a crowd. Okay? But I feel like they're walking away from it. I feel like they already have walked away from that. So if it was sports, then they must have had some sort of injury. They could have just hit that, you know, certain age limit where you don't play that sport anymore, you know, and it's not like that old of an age limit either. They're usually, once you pretty much hit like 30, you start kind of looking for a new career because it just isn't going to last much longer, you know. I do feel that pretty strongly, that they were in some sort of, and if it wasn't sports, it was something similar to that. So something where there's like an age limit kind of thing, like a physical trauma limit, you know, injury limit, something like that, where it's not, it was never meant to be. Oh, you know, they could have even been like a child star, right, where when they were really young they were in the spotlight a lot, and then they walked away from it, or something happened, because obviously you don't stay a child forever. It's something like that. It's something where they were really in the limelight for a while, but now they're not, okay? And I don't think they're upset about it or anything. They knew that was going to happen, you know. And so I feel like once they got out, and also, okay, that does make sense. So if they were in sports, I am feeling that their leg, okay, they might have sprained their leg, you know, some sort of muscle in there, torn a ligament. You know, I don't know all the sports injury terminology, but it could be something with their leg, okay? But yeah, I feel like for a minute there, they really didn't know what to do, because they knew it was coming, but they didn't even have time to really think about what they were going to do after that. And I think it really took a toll on them for a minute. They really had to sit back, figure out what, because, you know, think about it, if you were in a sport or something like that, like a child star, you really don't have much time to figure out what else you like to do, you know, because you're on 100% going towards this goal, you know. And so See that she's a butterfly and she's pinned down, okay? So she's not, she's been grounded. It's like she has the ability to take flight, but something has pinned her down. I don't know if that's close enough for you, but do you see that little pin? She's been pinned down. So she has a lot more in her, you know? She has these wings. But again, it's almost like the hanged man type situation. Like something just, they don't know what direction to take. This could have been in the past, or this could be current right now. Like they really are in this hanged man position right now. But they will, okay? So they will. See this? They're going to take flight. They are going to be on the move, okay? They're going to get back on that horse. And it's not even going to be that horse. It's going to be a new horse, right? Because they can't go back to what they were used to. And they will find their path. They will find the gas pedal, you know, to take them where they want. They just, right now, I feel like they are still in this position, okay? If not, then they just recently got on this horse, okay? So that might be why it's taken a while for you to find this person, for them to find you, obviously, because they have been caught up in this whole, whatever it was, this type of celebrity type, being in the limelight type of thing. And it did kind of rock their world for a minute once it was over. They really didn't know where to go. But like I said, they're finding a new avenue, and I feel like this new avenue is what's going to get you to meet them, okay? So that's going to bring you guys together. So we'll find out maybe what that is, okay? I am feeling like they probably most definitely have light hair, okay? They were most likely born with that really light white, almost blonde hair. And it could have darkened over time, but I do feel like they are naturally the blonde, okay? But it could be a lot darker now. I do feel like they might be like a year or two younger. I don't feel like a big age difference, but they might be a year or two younger than you. And I am feeling like they would be the younger one to you. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so let's see what else we have here. What do we want? Let's do this one. Oh, butterflies. Okay. So that makes sense. So, like I said, they are going to be taking flight soon. And, okay, so that tells me, since I brought it up again, that you probably will be meeting them through this avenue. Whatever this avenue is that they decide on that takes flight, you know, from this position. So it's going to be something that they realize they like to do, they want to do. And it'll ignite that passion inside of them, you know, that they did have before. I feel like they just kind of were down in the dumps a little bit because they were very passionate about it, and then it ended, you know. So it did take them a while to really get their spunk back, you know, and their passion back, to really be excited about getting back on a horse and taking on a whole new adventure and a new hobby, a new job, a new whatever it is that really got them, you know, excited again. And I feel like that is what, so we'll find out if we can get a little more clues on what this is, this avenue they're taking. But whatever the avenue is, it will meet your avenue, okay? So whatever path you're on, this new path they've taken, they're gonna merge, okay? That's what I'm getting from this card, that this butterfly, this flight here, is what's really gonna get you to that meeting point where you are going to meet each other. And it will go from there, obviously. Oh, okay. Okay, so we have messenger, and then we have jump in. Normally, I look at the pictures, but for some reason, I'm looking at the words this time. Like, I'm drawn to them, so this must be the message. A messenger. Okay, so it has to, there's some sort of, there might be like a middleman, okay? So you might meet each other through a middle person. Like you might be friends with someone in this avenue, and then your friend will also come in contact with this person. And that is how you guys are going to meet, okay? Because in this picture here, it's like almost like a middleman. They have their hands out as if they're guiding two people from the side to come together, right? Like they're almost like this and bringing you two together. Some sort of middleman, some sort of messenger, okay, that like the universe sends to bring you guys together. And then we have jump in, which is interesting. So again, it's like, I feel like they're a little bit scared because this is what they've been used to. And I think it's going to be like a mutual, you guys are just going to jump in, okay, like in this together. You will meet, and it's going to take both of you a little bit of courage to really... And it says, say yes to change, okay? So this could be speaking to you as well. Definitely for your person, because I feel like your person was so busy before that they might not have even really had, like, valuable, substantial relationships with new people, you know? They might have their core group of family and friends that have always been with them, and then the new people that come in, they might not have trusted them and stuff because of their whole limelight, celebrity type situation. And I think for the first time, I feel like your person is going to meet you, and they're really going to be, again, like I said, like excited. And they are going to want to jump in with you. They're not going to feel like, oh, is this person with me because of, you know, I can bring them to my games, I can bring them to my shows, I can bring them to, you know, no, I feel like this person really does believe that you do care about them. Like, it's going to be mutual, obviously. You know, it's your future spouse. So, yeah, I feel like you guys are both going to be pretty eager to just, you're not going to be like, okay, let's dip our toes in the water, let's take a year. I think you guys are going to be like, let's just jump in, let's just see what happens. I think for some reason, meeting each other is really going to bring up like a lot of courage, you know, now that you guys have each other and you don't feel like alone, you don't feel like you're going to come out alone on the other end. I feel like you guys both know pretty quickly that you guys are in this together, and let's take this chance together. And it's very mutual. Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever noticed the entire time I've been doing readings, this is an eyeball. Why have I never noticed that before? It's a giant eyeball. It's like a pupil and then an eye. There's like an iris. Why am I noticing that now? That must mean something. Something with their eyes. You know, maybe we'll have to pull on the pendulum. We'll ask what color eyes they have, because I actually wasn't planning on doing that this reading. But yeah, maybe we should. At least for group 1. I've never, ever noticed that. What does that mean? I'm not sure. Maybe it means like love at first sight. Like that, maybe that is why you guys are just gonna like jump in. Because, you know, sight, love at first sight. That maybe... I mean, I do feel like it's gonna go kind of quickly once you guys, I think only because and I feel like it might be mutual too, like it might be like mirroring each other. You might as well feel kind of stuck right now, like you might also feel like this pinned down butterfly. And I feel like the minute you guys meet, love at first sight, and you're just gonna be like, oh, thank God, I'm so restless, I'm so ready for this. And you might not even know that you've been ready for it, but once you meet this person, I feel like it's going to be pretty quick. Let's see what else we can get. Oh, the camera, like I said. Okay, yes. Okay, so again, okay, it could be both, like I said. So it could be like a child actor, something like that, where they're in the public limelight. And, like, you know, if they were in sports, it'd be, like, autographs and, oh, come on, can I have a picture with you? You know, they've been in, you know, magazines, things like that, okay? It's something like that. And, again, it's interesting that it says reminiscing. Learning from the past, make memories. So, again, I'm feeling like it was before. I don't think that they're still in the limelight. I think it was a past situation. Interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm not feeling the whole greed thing, okay? I don't really feel that, because sometimes it does speak of greed. No, I feel like this person just really, because of this situation, right? Their whole past and being in the limelight, they did accrue some financial gains, okay? They have some good savings. I'm not going to say that they are rolling around in dough. I don't think so. I don't think that they're like a celebrity, but I do think that they were highly looked up to for whatever it was, okay? Sports or in entertainment, okay? Something like that. And it doesn't have to be just sports and child actors, but that's what I mean, like that sort of thing. There's a lot of options for that. I just keep going with that because it's like the easiest, I don't know, catch-all for that type of situation. Um, so I don't feel like they, oh, they have $1 million or something, but I think that they invested it wisely. I don't think that they just spent all of it and now they're broke again. I think they did well. They were smart about the money. They knew it wasn't going to last forever, right? So they knew that going in and the entire time. So they were very wise about their money, okay? And this also tells me too that they're proud of working hard. So they are proud of being that breadwinner, okay? They don't, it's not like they're against their partner doing it or anything like that. I mean, I don't think that at all, actually. I think that they are just, they're really proud of themselves for doing well, doing the right things, looking back and not having regrets on, oh my God, why did I spend all of my money or something. They're very proud of what they've done. And they are proud of themselves and the fact that they did succeed in that. And they do have that on their resume, Yeah, I just feel like they're really proud. It's not like a greed thing. It's more like not even ego, but you know what I mean? Like they're proud of themselves and for good reason. Okay, let's get a timing. Oh, okay, in the near future. That is not a bad card. Okay, that tells me like within the next year-ish. I'm not gonna say 2 years, that would be not near future. Near future would be like 6 months to a year. To me, that's how I picture it. So, late this year, okay, anytime after, in a couple months, like, yeah, I would say maybe fall through winter. That could be when you are meeting them. Again, time is fluid. You guys could be watching this in a year, in 6 months. So whatever time it is that you're watching this, I would say about 6 months from now that you're watching it, okay? Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can get any little clues about how to spot them, personality traits, all that good stuff. I did shuffle these really well before I started filming, so I don't have to like shuffle for 5 minutes for you guys. I know it's just like boring to watch someone shuffle, Okay, whoop, there's one. Let's get another one. Let's do 3. Already knows who you are. Oh, okay, this could also go the other way as well. I feel like that is for the reversed situation, okay? Because as you guys know, it's not, take what resonates, okay? Sometimes it can literally be vice versa, okay? So everything I'm saying, your person, it could literally be talking about you, okay? I feel like this is for this is speaking of whoever, like you already know your person, or if it's vice versa, your person knows who you are, if you are the child actor or the sports person, okay? Because they were in the limelight. So you will already know who they are. It might take you a second, like say they were like a child actor or something, you might be like, huh, I swear that person looks familiar, even after you've talked to them and stuff, and it might not even dawn on you that, oh my God, I remember watching you on TV. When you were 7, One more. Okay. So, yeah, that's interesting, okay? I feel like, so that does speak about, and maybe you watch them with their sports or whatever it is, whoever the other person is knows them, knows that slightly famous person, okay? Might take you a minute, okay? So yeah, this could be vice versa. You might know who they are already. But, you know, you're obviously not going to know. There's tons of people that you know and seen on TV and stuff. Like, how are you going to pick them out and, you know, wait for them to come? You're not going to know that. But once you do meet them, it might dawn on you, like, oh, I remember seeing you that one time or whatever, you know? So this obviously makes sense that they would own their own home. They do have good business tactics going on, okay? They know how to budget and everything. And then they have an odd numbered birth year, okay? So that could help you once you do find out and meet them and all that stuff, okay? So any birth year ending in an odd number, it will help you to spot them. Okay, so that's cards. We are going to do the pendulum as well. Let's pull some charms here. Okay. See what we have. Okay, so I'm gonna remember to do that. I don't know why last time I like flipped it over to see. Okay, so we have a T. We have a lot of letters. Whoa, they really want to spell this out for you. Let's see what we have. Wow. Okay, we can spell out the. We have Theo. We can almost spell like theater. I mean, it's, you know, not quite correct, but it's sounding like theater. So again, they could have been in theater, okay? But yeah, Theo. Let's see. We have her. Okay. Tot. Oh, interesting. Like a child actor again. Tot. So I don't know, you guys. So play around with those. It could spell out an entire name, you know. Her to T. Yeah, I could spend so long just like switching these around. So go ahead and play around with those a little bit. Could spell out a name. It could be their street name, you know, their last name, initials, anything like that. Interesting that we also have a butterfly again. We've had 2 butterflies in these cards. So that is bringing me again to the whole, this is how you guys will probably meet. Whatever that was, remember that this card, whatever it was that they were going to take flight, you know, after being kind of hunkered down and kind of confused on where they're going to go in life, once they make that decision, that is how you guys are going to meet. Like I said, they're really making a change, and they're going to decide, and then they're going to take flight, right? Also, color-wise, it matches, right? This is your inner knowing, okay? Your intuition, your third eye, your spirit guides, you listening to your inner cosmic self, you know? Which is interesting because remember when I said something about this eye? It's going to be like love at first sight. You're just going to kind of know. You're just going to have that gut feeling. You won't be able to deny it, and you're just going to you're both just going to jump right in because of this feeling that you have that you cannot push aside. Just telling you guys, like, this is my person. This is my person. Then we have inner peace, meditation, again, your third eye, okay, really taking that time. So I feel like maybe both of you, because remember how I said it was kind of mutual, that whole, like, the hanged man, and you know, just taking time out? And I did feel that you also felt that way too, being the pinned down butterfly. I feel like right now you both are going through this inner transformation of really taking that time, whether you wanted to or not, because you are pinned down, okay? So you are now forced to kind of look within yourselves. And I think that is what's going to drive you guys to both make these decisions that take you down those avenues where your paths meet, okay? So this time is really important right now. I know that everyone wants it to go, 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 and I want my spouse now. But this downtime in your guys' lives are really important, because that is how you will meet each other, is by going through this and making those decisions. And I feel like you guys are both doing that right now. You guys are both figuring this out. You're following your intuition right now. You're kind of stuck. You're going within yourselves. You will come up with a plan and a decision. What else do we have here? Oh, we have, okay, so either you or your person could be a Libra. If not, that just tells me that equal balance. So this is going to be a really good relationship. And it does speak about you guys having that mirroring life right now. So like your guys' life that you're living single, independently from each other, is actually pretty parallel to each other without you guys knowing it. That you guys are both going through the same emotions right now, just completely separate and unaware. Because, it's balanced. I feel like you guys are kind of balancing each other's lives to where it will be a single plane where you guys can both meet on. Right now, it's not quite meeting. So you guys do have a little bit of inner work to do separately. Then everything will pan out. Okay. So we have the Secret Service pin, which to me tells me that, one, either they work for the government, which I'm not feeling. So it's just telling about a secret. Some sort of secret. And sometimes it has to do with the universe, okay? Sometimes this is saying the universe definitely has something planned, okay? So this is in the near future. Didn't we get that? Yeah, we got in the near future. So that makes sense, because sometimes when I get this, I feel like the universe has something up its sleeve, you know what I mean? Because it's about to happen. So there's a secret that you don't know is going on, and it's right around the corner. Okay, so if this wasn't near future, this wouldn't be coming up, because the universe, doesn't have a plan yet. It's not even close to being, to pan out at all. So I do feel like this is speaking of the universe. It has some sort of, encounter in place coming up, which makes sense, right? That you guys will encounter each other. Yeah, I really feel like that is speaking of the universe. Something is about to happen. Okay, and then we have the $50, which to me, 50-50, okay? So this is definitely a really, really solid relationship. Once you guys are together, it's almost unbreakable. This is a 50-50 equal balance relationship between you two. No hyperbole. Like, we got two of them, okay? This is definitely your person. I think you guys will be together forever. It's not going to be your future spouse and your future divorcee, You will be with this person, I think, for the rest of your lives. Yeah. Okay, let's get some questions on the pendulum here. Okay, so I know I wasn't going to do eyes this time, but we did get this random eye, right? So I'm feeling like I need to ask what color eyes. So it must be important, maybe this will be extremely helpful when you do meet them. Come on, Penji, give us a good answer. What does the viewer need to know? What color eyes do they have? Green eyes. Okay, that makes sense. I was going to say, if it lands on brown, that's not most helpful, It's a very common. Green is a little easier to spot, okay? So keep that in mind. For some reason, the universe wanted me to tell you this, okay? Okay, let's ask it one question. Let's see if we can get some sort of clue on how to spot them. So when you're talking to them, when you first meet them, this might come up and it'll help you, okay? So if they have green eyes and then they bring up this, you'll know. Come on. Give us something good, please, and thank you. Okay, so they are the only child. Okay, so that will be very easy for you to remember, right? So if they have green eyes, and then you find out that they're an only child, which would make sense with the whole. That is so interesting. I'm really going towards the whole child actor thing, which I know is very specific. So, like, I tried to stay out of just that, but remember, like, theater, and then tot came up, and then is the only child, which does make sense if you were a child actor. A lot of them are only child, right? They're the only child because their parents really, focused on them and only them and took them to all of the auditions and all of that stuff. So that does make sense, but I know it's so specific. So I'm sorry. It's like I try really hard to not make it so specific every time, and the universe just keeps making it hard. Because I get it. I understand, like, if you watch this and then you're like, what the heck? Like, this isn't for me, And then you feel like you wasted your time. Like, but, I mean, it's for somebody. This is for somebody. The universe wanted you to hear this. Okay? So I hope it reaches you. But yeah, so that is what I have for you guys. If it didn't resonate, like I always say, check out other videos. If you can, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me so much. And thank you so much for all the people who have been there for the last month and even got me to 500 whole subscribers. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I had no idea that you guys would like what I do. So it makes me feel really good knowing that you guys subscribe and everything. So yeah, I hope you guys take care and have a good night. Hi, group 2. Okay, you guys chose the treasure chest. Let's see what we can find out about your person, your future spouse. Oh, okay. Oh, why is this one upside down? Okay. Well, I already saw what it was, so I guess we can flip it over. I don't know why that was like upside down. I never noticed that, but we do have the clock. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay, that's interesting. All right, I feel like first, I feel like your person could be quite religious, okay? It doesn't have to be an actual religion, okay, where they go to a church and things like that, but they really do have a very deep belief for whatever it is that they believe. They're very attached to it. I wouldn't say that they're all crazy about it or belong to a cult or something, but they truly have found what makes them feel safe, secure. They're comfortable with this idea. It makes them feel better. It helps them cope, I don't think that they're super intense about it or anything. I think they just really have a very comforting way of looking at their religion, whatever their faith is, okay? I'm not going to, like, pinpoint it or anything. I hate it when people do that. And it could just be like how I am. I just really believe in the universe, whatever it is. So if there is a higher power, they're obviously a part of the universe. I don't want to pick and choose, but I do believe that the universe works however it works. I'm not going to pick and choose. I'm just going to allow it, okay? And I am a firm believer in that. So it could be speaking of that too, that they're just a firm believer in what they believe, okay? But again, I don't feel like it's the I feel like they are spiritual, okay? So I wouldn't say that it's like an atheist or something who's very on the other extreme on that, where they believe there's absolutely nothing, I don't feel like that. I feel like this person is more faith-based, okay? They do believe that there's something more to this, right? Um, and it's interesting too because I keep focusing on the pillars. I almost never focus on those pillars, but I am right now. I'm not sure what that means, so we'll see. But for some reason, I'm picking up on the pillars, so it could just mean that they have a really solid foundation, right? Um, they could actually be an architect, something like that. They could design homes, something with actual pillars, right? But just in general, when I would think that that is just trying to tell me like that they do have a solid foundation, and that does make sense because I think they're just well rounded. Like they have that sense of comfort, and they're not terrified of the world, or they're not. They do have faith, and it does provide them that solid foundation for them. That is what makes them feel safe, feel like they have a solid ground to stand on. So we'll see more about that. And then the star card, almost always, no matter what, if I try to look at it in a different way, it almost always tells me your wish is going to come true. Okay, so this could be speaking to you personally. Maybe you have a person in mind, and that is like your 100% wish. You know this person is right for you. Then I would take that as what that means. That the person you're wishing on is your future spouse, okay? And if not, it could just mean, yeah, that you've been hoping for this to happen by a certain time or something like that. So, it's just a wish coming true. So there's a lot, obviously, you're going to have a lot of wishes. So whatever your main wish is, okay? So whether you are looking for someone that has a solid foundation and is faith-based, then this is perfect for you, you know? It could just mean that you want to find someone in the next year, okay? Something like that. So whatever your main thing that's really troubling you, I feel like this is speaking to that. And that it will resolve itself, okay? You will have a wish granted. And it also just tells me, I believe this is the Aquarius card. Is it the Aquarius card? Why don't I remember that? I do have a cheat sheet somewhere, like, in my house, but I really... So yeah, I feel like it's an Aquarius. If not, it doesn't have to be speaking of Aquarius, but a majority of you could be dealing with an Aquarius soon. And it's interesting too that her dress almost looks like water, you know, and then she's dealing with water here. So they could live near the coast, okay? They could actually have like a creek or a river running, you know, maybe not a river, but a small river near their house, something like that. They could live on a lake, ocean view, something with water, okay? Okay, let's see. So this is interesting. I feel like these two together is telling me that your person, your spouse, okay, your future spouse, was probably married at some point, and then it definitely ended, okay? But I feel like they were in a marriage previously to meeting you, okay? And that they did break free. I feel like that is what these two cards are telling me. I'm not getting too much else from that. I think that is definite. I think it doesn't have to be a marriage, but they were in something very serious where they were tied up in it. It was going to become a family, okay? They were trying to create a sort of tree, okay? They were a family tree. It doesn't mean that they went with it, but they could have been engaged then, okay, and then broke it up. But they were, at some point in their life, planning or trying, or they could have already started a family tree with someone else, then it kind of all fell apart. I mean, obviously the kids would still be around and things like that. But the whole marriage thing, the relationship, didn't work out. Because as you can see in this one, the apples are falling down, okay? Everything's falling apart. And she's broken free. She's not a part of the tree anymore. It's like everything kind of fell away. And it doesn't mean that it had to be like in a violent, terrible divorce or anything like that, it's just depicting that there was at some point a foundation someone was trying to create, and then it did fall apart, which tells me mostly, that it would most likely be a divorce or an engagement, and then it did fall apart. And there could be kids, okay? There could be kids that came out of this. Okay, and then we did have the clock, so we'll see what that is speaking of with the other cards. But yeah, it's just saying time to heal, okay, which anytime I see a clock, no matter what this says, it just tells me that there might be a bit of waiting, okay? A bit of waiting. They might still be dealing with this fallout, okay? Maybe that's what I was picking up with the foundation, the pillars here. I'm not sure. But something about the foundation that even with this, like maybe that's why, because it does kind of give the illusion that, oh, their whole life fell apart or something. But like I said, I was drawn to this. Like I don't feel like their whole life fell apart. They do. I think if it did, their marriage fall apart or whatever it was, it was mutual. Nothing crumbled, I think it was a mutual walking away, okay, but they are free from that now. Okay, let's see. Interesting, and it's below that one. Okay, because the first thing I saw was these pillars. They're rocks, but they're like rock pillars, right? So yeah, I feel like they're like separate. They're alone, right? I feel like this might be speaking of this separation that they could have just went through it. They might still be in it at the end, okay? I don't think they're in the middle of the chaos anymore. I think it's towards the end. If not, it might have already ended, okay? Because there is separation here. And then we have the pillars. So it's kind of like, again, like a mutual walking away. They're leaving with their own pillars, ready to start something new, okay? They have a solid ground. They're ready to start something new. Again, we have trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Interesting. So you guys might be mutually feeling, this could be both of you or maybe just you, that is feeling like eager. That time is running out. You missed the boat, your person's probably already married to the wrong person, and which was true, right? I feel like they did marry the wrong person because I think you are the right person. But again, we go through relationships for a reason. So maybe the children that they had were meant to be, So that was a relationship that was meant to be for what it was worth for, okay? That now has ended. And it's now time for the true love portion of your guys' life, okay? So this is a marriage of true love. It's not opportunity. It's not a marriage of necessity, okay? I think they did grow a lot. They did create these pillars for themselves. And then we have this card, which to me tells me that, yeah, and this, you might have even been married and it ended a while ago, okay? Could have been years ago, could have been recent, something like that, because I do feel like two worlds. I don't think that you guys know each other at all. I don't think you've ever met. I don't think you might not even have mutual friends. I feel like this is telling me that you don't know each other at all. You live completely two separate lives, never crossed, because how could you? You're on two different planets, okay? Your paths could have never crossed. Um, but they will, because see, they've recognized each other. They're acknowledging each other. So your two worlds will meet at some point. So we'll see if we can get a time frame for that. But yeah, I'm feeling like you have never ever crossed paths with this person. You could have never known this person existed and it wouldn't matter at all. But that's all going to change too soon. Okay, so we have... Okay, that's the time frame. So we do have wait. Interesting. Takes time. Trust the timing. Oh, yes. Okay, so yeah, you're going to just have to be patient. I feel like maybe they're still... Because see how these apples are still in the air? They haven't quite fallen and stopped moving. They haven't hit the ground yet, okay? I do feel like maybe they're at the ending of this cycle, okay? And that they're just waiting for those apples to hit the ground and everything to be quiet, and they can now move on. So I do feel like that is very on point, right? And then we have the talk to God. So interesting. Remember how I brought up the religion? I do feel like they are extremely faith-based. And I don't want to use the word God, okay? Because God is like Christian and Catholic and I don't know, a couple other ones. I would just cut that out and just put in universe, okay? Talk to the universe, your higher being, okay? Your source. And that isn't, yeah, so it's almost like the same, like we have a person on the world all alone, right? This person, they will meet each other. But in the meantime, I feel like this is just another depiction of you waiting, or your person waiting, patiently waiting, and having faith that they will come at the right time. And that really is all you can do, right? Especially when it's someone that you don't even know how to begin even finding them, right? They're on a whole nother world than you right now. And they are a bit caught up, I feel like, in those apples, waiting for those apples to finally just stop. Just hit the ground and everything to be quiet. Yeah, so I do feel like, for the moment, this could even be just advice for you. Just really just find the comfort in knowing that your future, the universe has it on lockdown. You know, like the universe knows what you need and what you are hoping for. And as long as you just stay patient and faithful, absolutely everything should be fine, because we just keep getting the reassurance about the time. So I know like you could be getting anxious, but I'm really feeling like you don't need to be anxious. It is going to happen at the exact right time. This is a wish that you want, right? Oh, okay, so total intuition. This is telling me love. That's really all I'm seeing. So we have Cupid here, okay, and it is in the constellation, okay? So again, we have a lot of stars going on. Stars. We have the star card, and we do have the Cupid here, okay? I believe that might be Gemini. I'm not sure what that actually is, but they do have a Cupid's bow here, okay? And then we have like a package. We have a lot of hearts, okay? And it looks like some sort of message here about hearts and love. And, but this one is a bit out of focus, right? So it's like, I think the universe is again telling us it will bring this into focus for you at the right time. It can't tell you who it is yet because it won't help you anyway, right? Because you don't know this person. It's not going to help. But things will become in focus soon for you. I do feel like the blurriness, something about the focus, like because then we have the clear heart here, right? And a package and the Cupid's bow, okay? So I do feel like, what is this little sliver here? Oh. Oh, okay. So that's like it looks like an old painting, and the guy has a hat with like the wings. Okay. I'm not sure what like god that's supposed to be. I don't think that's Cupid, right? It might be like Atlas, or I don't know. I'll have to like freshen up on my gods. But yeah, I feel like this tells me that some sort of encounter is gonna happen. The bow, okay, it's gonna be like a surprise. It's gonna be a package sent from the universe, an encounter. This Cupid's bow. And everything will come into focus for you. You will know who this person is when you do meet them. I think that's the universe reassuring you. You're not going to pass them by, okay? There's no way you're going to meet them and the universe will just let them watch you, let them slip out of your hands, you know? No, they're going to make sure that you definitely, this is your person, okay? You just have to be patient, trust that they will absolutely not, oh, look at that. Didn't notice that either, that this card is an 11 card, okay? It's number 11. So that, again, 11 is, if you see 1111 or 511, 611, whenever you look at the clock or, you know, whatever it is, if you see 11 a lot, then that is the universe telling you that you are on the right path. It is a universal number, okay? It's a cosmic number. So yeah, again, just you have to have faith. I feel like this whole spread is just kind of reiterating having faith that you already know the universe is going to deliver what you need. And I know it gets boring and it gets restless and it gets lonely, you know. You're just going to have to wait a little longer. Just have that faith, okay? Let's get some who, what, where. Whoops. Oh, one just fell down. Sings in the shower. Okay. It's just a cute little thing to know, so take note of that. You know, you might meet somebody and maybe just have, you know, a fun night with them, and you're not even expecting or thinking that they are your person, and then, you know, maybe they'll be singing in the shower in the morning and could maybe wake you up, you know? Okay, speaks with an accent. I have gotten that a lot lately. I feel like maybe this is for like a person that has been watching, you know, multiple videos of mine, and maybe the universe is feeling your restlessness, you know, your need for answers. But yeah, speaks with an accent. So, and you know, that could be, that's a lot of people, you know, and an accent could just be a southern accent compared to the northern accent, you know. So it doesn't have to be from another country or a whole nother culture. It could just mean like a different accent, you know, different cities and different, from the East Coast to the West Coast, we have different, you know, even just in America, we have different accents. So take that how it resonates, okay? They could just have a southern accent, something like that, New York accent. Has a personal pride for their collectibles. Interesting. I love it when you get like weird ones like that. So maybe when you meet them, they're going to talk about their, you know, baseball card collection or their Furby collection, you know, whatever it is. People collect some weird stuff. So they definitely have an actual personal pride for their collectibles. And it doesn't mean that it's something goofy. They could have, you know, they could collect antiques of valuable artwork, you know, something like that. They could just collect historical documents, you know, scientific things, anything, really. So, but yeah, I'm not getting any sort of clue in here what that could be. So take that how that resonates. I mean, personal collections don't have anything to do with people's jobs and stuff. So I mean, that could totally. I have no idea how to even forecast what that person could be collecting. Okay. So keep that in mind, because not everyone collects stuff, right? I don't actually have a collection of anything. I have one or two of different things that I like, but I don't have a collection of anything in particular. So that does help narrow it down, okay? Because not everyone has a collection of something. Okay, so that's our fun little clues for that. Let's get some charms. Okay. Alrighty, what do we have? My sleeve keeps like falling down. Okay. We have a D, an E. Okay. We have the name Dean. Okay. Very specific. They could be the dean of a school as well. I'm pretty sure that's a word for that. Like a private school or something like that. But I'm pretty sure that's a name also. Okay, Dean. I know it is, but is that how you spell it? I believe so. Okay. And we could also spell and, so E and. Okay, so maybe you have a name beginning with E. So this is just helping you know that there will be another person here, you and someone else soon. Okay, so we have the friendship, okay? This is happiness. This is basically the sun card, which does speak of friendship, happiness, innocence, summertime, just complete contentment, okay? Oh. So that is cool. So you and your person, right, will be very happy together. It'll be complete contentment between you two, right? Okay. We do have this teacup. So normally that speaks of any cup card that, let's see, did we get any cup cards? I don't remember. No, we had the High Priestess and the Star. Okay, so that tells me that there might be an offer coming, okay? So you might meet this person through an offer. This person might actually offer you something. Like maybe they'll come to you offering you a business deal or offering you something or help, you know. They could be a friend of yours because you could know this person already, right? You really could. You could already know this person, and maybe you never had them on your radar because they were in a marriage, going through a divorce recently, right? Okay. But yeah, some sort of offer. So we'll see what else we have. Okay, last group got this butterfly too. Interesting. So normally that just tells me, because we don't have any butterfly cards to go with it like last group. So that just tells me some sort of change, okay? A transformation. And just taking flight. Okay? Let's see. Let's just get everything else out first. So we have an Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. So that is slow, something very slow. We have two next to each other. Travel type charms. So we have the Eiffel Tower, and then we have my Aloha welcoming girl. They could be a traveler. And again, we did have the speaks with an accent, okay? So it could be, a London accent, a French accent, some sort of European accent. Because, this doesn't have to speak of, the Eiffel Tower and that area. It could just mean Europe in general sometimes for me. Okay, we have the spider web, the rose. Oh my gosh, why does this happens so frequently? I will get the alien, and then I will also get this alien cat to go with it. Because if you see, look at the cat's eyes. They're very alien-like, right? That is so weird how charms work. I swear, it's like more than 75% of the time that if I pull this alien, this one will also be with it. So weird. So that tells me this could either be you or your person, or it could be mutual, but I feel like you might be getting a little sad. You could be getting a bit depressed. And me telling you to wait and getting the wait card might not be helping, obviously. It could be a while that you've been alone. Not alone, but single, you know? And I feel like lately you've been feeling a bit rusty. Like you feel like you don't even belong with anyone, you know? Because if you were meant for someone, then why hasn't it happened yet, you know? And it's very easy to feel that way. Because it's true. How come I look around and I see all these people and everyone I know is getting married and everyone's happy and all that stuff and no one's alone, and yet here I am alone. So maybe I'm not meant for someone, you know? And it's very easy to feel that way. But if you notice, this little alien guy has an umbrella. So he hasn't quite given up. He's still prepared, okay? I say he because, you know, he's in a suit. And he's bald. So it's not like he's given up. He's prepared. He doesn't want to get all wet. He's got an umbrella. He still cares about himself, you know. And this tells me, because the cat's eyes are very large and shiny. They almost look like cosmic, right? So it tells me that there is some sort of not intuition, but something that the universe is going to deliver to you. Maybe it's this cup, okay, that's going to shine light on your situation, okay? Something is going to happen and you're going to feel a lot better. You're going to feel filled with that cosmic love, that cosmic universal collective love, right? I don't feel like you're going to feel so alone. I think you're going to know, yes, I'm alone, but there's a plan. You know what I mean? So it won't feel so alone anymore. I really do feel that is coming for you. I feel like the universe is going to send you some sort of sign. I don't know what that sign is going to be. It's going to be different for every person, okay? But something, and then we have this, okay? So something is going to be put into order, okay? It's going to make sense. If I feel like, oh, and again, okay, we had those apples falling down because to me this means picking things up off the floor. Something that might have fallen down, you're going to clean it up, right? Clothes don't belong on the floor. You're going to pick up your shirt, you're going to fold it, you're going to hang it. You are going to be, so with those apples, remember how I was waiting, that your person could be waiting for the apples to hit the floor and really just stay? It's something with that. Something's got to hit the ground, right? And things will become more organized. Some space will be cleared up, right? Because what do you do when you pick stuff up off the ground, right? You're making space. You're making floor space. You're tidying up and you're putting it away, which creates a lot more space in that room. I do feel like your person is, they're waiting to clean up. They got to clean up these fallen apples, you know what I mean? They got to clean it up, make space for you to come into their life. We do have the spider web and the rose. Now the rose doesn't tell me quite true love. I do have a pink rose that talks definitely true love. So again, this could be an offer, okay? Which does make sense with that because it's a single rose. So there's going to be some sort of offer that has to do with love. I don't think it's going to be your person. I think this is an offer, a sign from the universe, okay? A sign from the universe to enlighten you to your situation so that you feel a bit better, that you'll know something is on its way. And I feel like it does have to do with your love situation because it is a rose. So the universe is offering you some sort of reassurance towards your love life soon, okay? And it will open your eyes. You will feel a little bit better, okay? And then the spider web is interesting. So that just means I don't think this is speaking to you. I think this has to do with your person. I think it's just really trying to reassure you that your person hasn't stepped forward yet, not because you're not deserving of your person or deserving of love. They are caught up in something. They are waiting for these apples to fall. Because they're still in the midst, okay? The apples are still coming out of her apron, okay? So I think that's just speaking of that. I think because you might feel a little bit down about this, is because they've been caught up in something, okay? But it's coming. It really is. And so this is also reassuring that it's validating. It knows it's been a long time coming, you know? And it's trying to acknowledge that to you, that it knows you've waited very patiently so far. But there's nothing it can do about it. So it's just acknowledging it knows and it's sorry, you know, but it's going to reassure you somehow. And your person is going to clean up this mess. It's going to clean up the spider webs that they're caught up in, okay? And there will be room for you. And you'll be ushered right in by the universe, okay? Let's see what the pendulum wants to tell us. Okay, we're just going to ask for one little clue here, okay? One little clue that will help you when you meet them to validate whether this is your person or not, okay? Come on. Give us a good answer, please. Something helpful to the viewer. Oh, okay. Loves science. Oh, interesting. That could be why we have the alien as well, okay? They could have a collectible of something like that, right? Something to do with science. They could have a rock collection, okay, fossil collection. I mean, there's so many things. You guys, I could go on and on about different collections that someone could have that has to do with science. So I feel like that is an answer having to do with this, right? Because they are very into their faith, you know. But like I said, I don't think, you know, religion and having faith and science do not have to be separate, because I have a lot of faith in the universe and I am very science oriented as well, okay? Like a lot. I love documentaries, I love fossils, I love dinosaurs, I love everything about geography, volcanoes, all of it, okay? So do not take that as a black and white situation, okay? So you can be very science oriented and also very faith oriented as well. Okay, so that is what I have for you guys. I'm pretty sure that is everything that I'm feeling. I'm not feeling like a specific... I feel like they're well traveled. That's what I'm getting with that. And again, it could have to do with the accent, okay? So take that how that resonates. You know, I don't want to pinpoint a specific place. But I forgot to tell you guys this, that I did notice that all of the cards had darker hair, right? Dark hair, dark hair, dark hair. Darker people here. So I do, and even dark hair in here. So I do believe that they are going to have darker hair. It could be even black, okay? And if not, very dark brown. I don't think it's going to be even medium brown. I feel like it's going to be on the darker side. Oh, and even Eeyore has dark hair, see? So yeah, that is, I don't know why I kept like wanting to say that and then I got like distracted. So yeah, I definitely feel like they might have darker hair. I'm not getting an age. I'm not going to say an age because I'm not getting anything concrete or anything like that. But yeah, so I feel like this was just mainly reassuring you. It's gonna be coming, okay? We got some clues on how to spot them when you do meet them. Okay, we did have the E and we had the Dean, remember that. Okay, and they could be the dean of a school. This does look very official, right? This card here. So they could be the dean of a school. Okay, could be a science school, something like that, a private school. Um, so yeah, as always, I'm nosy, so let me know if it resonated and what your situation is, because I just love hearing about all your details and stuff. So fill me in, and yeah, I hope that this resonated. If not, as always, check out other readings that I have up. And yeah, thank you so much for watching and liking, commenting, subscribing. It helps me a whole bunch. Like I said in my last group, I appreciate the people who have subscribed so far. I had no idea that I would even get 500 subscribers in a month. It makes me feel so glad that you guys enjoy what I do. I don't know. I just do it as a hobby, on the side with my friends and stuff. So, and my family, and other just random people. But it's not my job. So, it makes me feel really good that you guys actually like what I do. So that's makes me feel good. So thank you so much. So yeah, I hope you guys take care and have a good night. Hi, group 3. Let's see what we have. Get out of there. Okay. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's look at this for a minute here. Yeah, okay. Um, okay, so this could be either you or your person, but we are asking about your person, which is why I'm gonna go with that, okay? I think your person went through something very difficult to deal with. It doesn't mean what the typical people usually say, there was a third party or you got your heart broken and lies and deception. Um, I mean, it could be, but it doesn't always have to be about love, okay? It doesn't have to be about a person you were dating that hurt you, okay? This could be they lost a loved one, something, and it could have been in a very tragic way. Um, they could have literally lost 3 people that they care about in a very, um, not quick time, but in the same time span of maybe like a year or so, they could have lost like 3 very important people to them. Or they could have been hurt literally physically by someone. There's a lot of different things. So I don't know. There's a lot of ways that you can hurt somebody. So, but we do have as the first card a strength card, which means that your person definitely came out of it. They came out stronger than ever, okay? But yeah, there is something that is defining them right now. I feel like they are going through this transformation of letting that go and finding their strength, okay? So I do feel like this is maybe what's holding them up. Maybe that's why you guys haven't met, why you haven't, you know, gotten married yet and everything. They've been going through this. I feel like this is very important for you to know. So it's not like they're off dilly-dallying and dating all these people. Um, they are definitely going through something major, something that really, really, truly hurt them to their core, okay? It wasn't just a little betrayal. It wasn't, oh, my partner cheated on me. This, I feel like, is something very hard to deal with. I'm feeling like it could be, if not a death, then something very similar to a death of a loved one. And again, it could be more than one, which is awful. It could have been like a car accident or something. Something very hard to deal with. Is I don't normally get this card, to be honest, when I do the fun readings, okay? I don't know why. It's just how it is. Because, why would the universe give me this card? Because it doesn't show me what they would look like. It doesn't really show me anything. So when it does come up in these type of readings, I do take it pretty seriously because this is very pronounced right now in their life, this heartbreak. So I feel like the universe is just trying to tell you, this is why they haven't come forward. This is why it hasn't worked for you yet, because your person, the person meant for you, is definitely dealing with something right now that they have to deal with on their own, okay? And then when the time is right, you will come into their life, okay? And maybe you will definitely help this person as well, okay? Because we do have this coming up for a reason. So it could be even warning you that, you know what, when you do meet this person, it might be shocking to learn about them. You know, that last year or the year before, they lost 3 of their family members in a tragic accident or something. You know, it might be quite jarring to find out about someone. You might not know what to say. What do you say when, you know? But again, I feel like we're getting the whole reassurance from the universe that no, this person, they don't need to be treated with gloves on, like kid gloves on, you know? They have dealt with it, okay? It's a part of life. They've realized this. They're not going to dwell on it, and they found their strength. And it might, it could be good for you as well. When you do meet them, you'll be like, oh my, all the stuff that I was worried about and I've been upset about is so small compared to what this person, you know, and that might be why you guys are good for each other, okay? You could be a little more on the high-strung worrywart end of the spectrum, okay? And this person might help you bring it down, bring it way down, you know? You could really gain a whole new perspective on life because of this person, because of this tragedy that they went through. I'm not saying like, oh, it's a good thing they went through that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Everything has a yin and a yang, you know, everything has a balance. There is a reason why this happened, okay? We don't know why. The universe works in mysterious ways. But yeah, that's definitely something very major, something that you're gonna find out pretty quickly about this person. Because it will be alarming. You're gonna be like, oh, I want to meet your parents or whatever it is, and they'll be like, I don't have them anymore. You know, whatever it is. It's gonna be quite unusual. It's gonna be a circumstance that I don't think you've ever dealt with before, and this person clearly hasn't dealt with before either. It's not common. It's something major. I know it's not something small. It's definitely not, which is why I'm going to such extreme examples, but there's a reason why this came up, and it's a warning for you to not be afraid when they tell you this. Don't be pushed away, you know, as if they don't, you know, they dealt with it. Oh, they're fine. You know what I'm saying? Yes, obviously they have lingering grief, obviously, forever, but they aren't a mess, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you're going to have to treat them with kid gloves on. I don't know why I keep saying that, but it might be something that you could be worried about, you know, when you do meet them. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Okay, so these are interesting. So I'm not exactly sure. So this, okay, let's look at them up close before we get into those. This is telling me that they're very guarded, okay? If you can see, I don't know how close it is or what, but she's not making eye contact. She's faced the other way, but she seems guarded. Like, she's still untrustworthy, okay, of the environment, which does tell me that they are scared, okay? They're, whatever this was that happened to them, it really busted up their entire foundation, okay, that they were used to. They're a little scared right now, and understandably, okay? And it's true, because if you do have this much of a heartache, are you honestly that willing to go into a relationship or to fall in love with someone and care about someone when you went through that, okay? When you went through actually losing that person and maybe a few people. I don't even know what that would feel like, that the person would have gone through. I can totally understand why they would be reluctant to care about someone new, only because it hurts so much when you lose them. So I am feeling the scared part. They're not distrustworthy, okay, but they're very on edge. I don't think that they want to care about someone again because it was so hard. But then we have this one following it, okay, which is what tell to me that looks like a soulmate, okay? Someone that matches them, okay? You might have I didn't think about this, but this card is making me think this that maybe you as well have gone through something similar. And that might actually be what bonds you guys. And it's not going to be the only thing that like you have in common and keeps your relationship going, but I'm saying that could be why you guys are so good together, because it's so hard to find someone that would understand what that feels like to have gone through something so tragic, okay? Um, I feel like that would be reassuring that you would be with someone that also knows what that's like, understands that sometimes you're going to wake up and just not feel like wanting to be awake right now because you still have that lingering grief, okay? Um, and maybe someone that has never felt that won't understand, and it could cause problems in a relationship. So this is kind of making me feel like maybe you as well could have gone through something very similarly tragic, and that will be what brings you both on that level. And then once you're there, you'll realize, oh my god, and you know, obviously you guys are perfect for each other. Um, but that might be why that they're willing to even consider opening up to you, okay? And vice versa. You could also feel that way. So when you do meet each other, you could even meet each other like in some sort of counseling, like maybe like what do you call group counseling, you know, where you would meet other people and talk about it, other people who have gone through the same thing. That could be a possibility. I am feeling that, okay? They are also two pentacle cards as well. So they could be an earth sign, okay? Or you both could be earth signs, right? Okay, okay. So we have the golden. Oh, and look at this. They're both like portals. Okay. We have the golden children. No. Oh my god. I don't know why, but like I immediately thought it could be their actual children that they lost. Oh no. I hope that that's not the case. But that could be the case, you guys. Oh dear. That would be. I didn't even want to mention that because it's literally like unfathomable to me. I don't have kids, but I can imagine. I love my nieces and nephews like they're my own. I can imagine. Like I'm already starting to like tear up right now. Um, get it together. Okay. That could be what they're seriously going through. That is unimaginable to me. I don't even know what to say about that, but if you also have gone through something similar, then this would make sense to you, okay? And that, because look at this, like, they're both just the same, okay? And it's like one is comforting the other, yet they're of the same feather, okay? Does that make sense? That's interesting. Oh dear, this got way heavier than I thought this reading would be, okay? um, but again, okay, so the portal, I'm really seeing the portals. I feel like, and we have, like, I'm hearing the phrase stepping into. I don't know what that exactly means. I don't know if that means that they'll be stepping into your life, or they'll be stepping into a new phase, which will bring you to them. Maybe you are also stepping into a new phase in your life as well. But I'm getting the phrase stepping into. That is interesting. Huh. Okay, and then we have the accept love, which does make a lot of sense to me. Because again, like I said, I feel like you and this person, or just your person, take it how it is very reluctant to accept love. Because it's awful when you lose it. Oh boy. But again, okay, I know that this is like a heavy reading, but we are reading for your future spouse, right? So it has a good outcome. You guys will meet, you guys will marry, and be happy together. Maybe this is speaking of maybe you guys will have children together. Because we do have rare gifts, okay, at the ending. I'm seeing that. Um, so you guys might not have had kids, okay? And it might not be that they lost children. You could end up, maybe you guys think that you can't have kids when you guys are together, right? When you guys get married, you might think, no, my goodness, like, we're too old, or, no, I had that operation, like, I can't, whatever it is. You might be getting a rare gift, which is a child together. And they could be blonde, because I'm picking up on the golden, okay? There's a lot of gold here. And there's also lighter blonde hair on that lady as well. Blonde hair here, okay? So yeah, interesting. I also think it's interesting that, like, her hand is out, just like these hands. Even Ariel is telling you that you deserve love. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Let's see. Oh, hand of cards. Take a chance, risk, options, okay. They could be a gambler, right? They could just play games or something. But I'm feeling more of the taking a chance on this card. Maybe a risk, that there's options, So I feel like this goes with this one, okay? Your person or both of you is gonna take that risk and accept love. Okay, so your person, this could be a risk for them to say yes to your offer or to the relationship in general. If they notice it is speeding up, it's getting deeper, they might get scared. And I do think that it's gonna be a risk. That's what they're gonna see it as. But it's obviously gonna work out fine because you guys are gonna get married. But to them, this is quite a scary step to take, okay? To accept a relationship again. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I feel like this is speaking of your person, that your person is, while they're going through this whole heartbreak, right? Because clearly they're still going through it. They're still looking over their shoulders. They're not sure how to feel about anything right now. I feel like they're taking this time. They're sitting it out. We do have the big picture thinking here as well, okay? And they're downloading information, okay? They can't really do much else except take in information right now. I think they're pretty depleted in a way, okay, emotionally. They are taking in this information, okay? They're getting signs from the universe, and they are downloading this information, okay? The universe is helping them. Okay, and then we have perfect timing. So yeah, that is just, what else can you say? That is positive, obviously. Interesting that we have two rainbows colliding, right? They're colliding. I feel like you guys definitely have you might have some sort of shared tragedy, which sounds terrible, I wish it wasn't that way. But, yeah, I feel like that might be what, strangely, I don't know how to, explain that without sounding weird, but I feel like you guys will bond over your shared tragedy, okay? Because you do need someone that understands. It feels so good when someone actually understands and knows what it feels like. And I feel like that is something that you guys need in each other. And if not, okay, if you haven't gone through that, you are a very understanding person and you will fit that bill for what this person needs out of a partner will be you. Because you're understanding, I don't know. But it's something, and that does kind of make sense a little bit more with this card, because this could be technically you. Oh, I have like ambulance going by or something. That could be you holding your partner, okay? Because it's not two people that look like that. Like, it is someone taking more care of the other than vice versa, because the swan is on her lap and she's caressing the swan, even though she is also a swan herself, okay? So it seems like one of you will need the other person just slightly more in the not personal way, but understanding way, in the acceptance, okay? A little bit more understanding from that person. Okay. And the perfect timing, I do like that, okay? So this is going to happen at the exact right time it's supposed to, like always. So yeah, just know that it's on its way. This person is dealing with this, and that once they're ready, they will step into whatever that means for you, into your life. You both will step into a new life together. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but again, all positive, okay? And that this person right now is getting some downloads. They're dealing with that stuff, okay? And just know that it's all in perfect timing. Okay. What do we have here? Wow, okay, we have music. Okay, this person could be musical. They could be a singer. They could play a musical instrument. Or you could bond over music. There could be music playing. You know what? I forgot to do your who, what, where cards. Ooh, okay, we'll do those after the charts. Okay, so, okay, let's see what else we have first. A lot of letters. Okay, we have the best friend token, okay? So, good communication, okay? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, so the dark blue. This tells me that there's going to be good communication. So, I think that's my communication marble, isn't it? It's dark blue. Okay. I haven't seen this marble in a while, but yeah. So I do feel like that's how I'm going to take it, is that there's good communication between the two of you. Okay? Oh, and that makes sense too. So we have this little letter. So it's a message or a letter carrier. Okay, so it's someone bringing a message. A message will be sent to you in some way, okay, in some form. So that is interesting. So it's... Oh, maybe the universe is saying that there's going to be a message in the music that you listen to. Because the universe sends messages in the weirdest ways, and I have had that happen where I'm like, how the heck did that song just come on when I needed this advice, Whatever it is, a song I've never heard of, whatever. That could all be talking about, okay, so some sort of message either from the universe or from your person, okay? Take that how that resonates. We do have comfort, okay? Either that or sometimes it's just straight up actual breakfast food. But to me, this is telling me comfort, okay? So, like cozy, starting the day right, stepping into the day. Again, I'm getting that stepping into, because you're starting your day off right, have a wholesome breakfast and you step into the day with the right mindset. I am feeling the whole stepping into thing. Like you guys might be jointly stepping into a whole new life together, when you meet, but and breakfast food isn't always breakfast food. So I've had a couple of comments where people are like, but I hate breakfast food when it comes up on other ones. But breakfast food could also just be like cold pizza. You know what I mean? So whatever it is that you love eating in the morning, that is what you should take it as, okay? But also, it just means comfort to me. Like, starting off correctly. Starting off with a good foundation. Stepping into the day correctly. Oh, we have the Fool card, okay? That means taking like a leap of faith. The Fool card is actually the guy, and he is stepping into the abyss. He's stepping off of a cliff and into the abyss. Interesting. I don't know what this stepping into is like referring to. Let's see what letters we have first. H, E, E, an N, and an M. Henim. I don't think that's a word. Hen. Okay. That could be like the beginning. We have men. That could be the beginning of a name or last name. 2 E's. So yeah, okay, so play around with those. See if those mean anything to you. Okay. Okay, we have the ladybug. Interesting. So ladybug tells me a fresh step, starting new, because it reminds me of springtime, okay? And they're good luck as well. They're usually like a sign from the universe. Oh, right? So like this message through music, okay, I feel like that might mean a sign from the universe. So, because a lot of times ladybugs, if they're like in your house, or you'll look down and it'll be like on your sleeve or something, and you have no idea where this ladybug came from, it's usually the universe just saying hello, and sending you a sign telling you you're on the right path, just sending you reassurance that they're with you, the universe is with you, and that your spirit guides, all that stuff. So again, I'm going to take this as a message from the universe. And this is the biggest one, right? This biggest charm that we have. I think there's going to be signs in the music that you listen to. And not only the music you listen to, but the music that's on in the background, the music that happens to be on in the car when you turn it on, things like that. Not the ones that you choose to listen to, but the ones the universe sends your way, okay? And again, we have the offer. So this is like, so it's a single rose, right? It's like an offer of forgiveness, or I'm sorry, or I love you. It's a simple offer. It's not much, but it's a simple offer. So that again tells me the universe, this is more like on you guys this time. Like the universe is just telling you, I've been sending you messages. You've got to open your eyes and look for these messages. I am communicating with you, okay? The universe is communicating with you here, sending you comfort, okay? This stepping off into, I am so curious. If you guys can help me out on that, if you know what that could mean, please let me know, because I keep hearing that, but I don't know what it belongs to. Okay, let's do the who, what, where cards. We'll just put them on here. Sorry, I don't know why. How the heck I forgot about those. Pull 3 of these, see what they have to say. Wears 3 red items frequently. Okay. Very specific. I like that. So, it could be like they wear scarves and gloves, right? Or they wear red glasses with 2 red earrings, or, anything really. 2 red shoes and a red watch. There's a lot of options, okay? Dyes their hair in usual colors. Could be red in there, okay? So they do seem fun, easy to spot a little bit. I know it's more typical to have, not typical, but more common, I guess, to have different colored hair these days, but still. Your paths will cross when a holiday is in season, okay? So in season to me is like 3 weeks, okay? So it'll be like a week and a half before and a week and a half after. Maybe even a whole month. So like 2 weeks before the holiday and then 2 weeks after the holiday, right? So something like that. So it's a holiday season. It doesn't mean that it is the couple days around a holiday, but like around Christmas time, around Halloween time, when things are in the store, something like that, okay? That's how I take that as. Okay, so keep that in mind. We also have, so what do we have, like big holiday coming up? So we have like 4th of July, and then we'll have Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas and all that stuff. We do have Thanksgiving. Because I don't really think like Memorial Day and Labor Day is like a holiday season. I mean, it's a holiday, but there's not really a season to it. So, okay. It also technically is still Easter season, alright? Okay, so just keep that in mind. And we are going to ask the universe for a little clue when you meet them, or if you do kind of know of them. Maybe this will help you pinpoint who it is. A little detail about their life, okay? Something to help you spot them. Come on, give us something good, please, and thank you. I think what was it, group 1 got that. So again, this is an only child, okay? So they are the only child to their parents. They could have some maybe step brothers and sisters now, like maybe their parents got remarried or something like that, but growing up they were the only child, okay? So that is the clue that the universe wants to tell you, which I think is a good clue. It's, I wouldn't say it's common to be an only child, so it is, I think, less common. So, okay, we could work with that, right? So yeah, that is what I have for you guys. I hope that it resonated, as always. If not, check out other videos that I've posted. Maybe some of them will help you. And yeah, so I appreciate everyone who's subscribed. Like I said, all the other groups, I appreciate you guys so much. I can't believe that I have over 500 subscribers in basically a month. It seriously makes me feel so happy, so thank you so much. Makes me feel good. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys like my readings. So yeah, I hope you guys take care and have a good night.